There's been some positive signs over the last few weeks, but probably fair to say that was a bit of a step backwards today.
Yeah, it's probably a step backwards in the fact that I don't think we should have leaked that many points. Probably the last 7 or 8 weeks have been we've been up, and we've played some good footy. Had some narrow losses, had some unfortunate losses. Not that I'm sort of looking at using that as an excuse for today. We came here this afternoon, expecting a pretty tough game against the Sharks. I'm not going to use injury as an excuse, but we had a lot of late changes. We lost 3 or 4 outside backs, back rows playing centre and that kind of thing. But they lost a few as well, and I just thought there were periods there that we were in the game. I think we're at one stage we were up 10-4 or 10-6, and we didn't capitalise on the parts that we had. I thought we were just a little bit down. I thought we could have chased harder. I thought we could have just done a little bit more in some of the effort areas, and they got probably better at the second half as far as possession is concerned. I'm not going to use that as a reason for the loss today, but we're probably guilty of letting that game go, particularly late in that first half.
It was a tough night for the back three, wasn't it? They were exposed a bit under that high wall.
Yeah, and they're got back rows playing centre and young kids playing a wing, so they spotted that, and they got a few results. I think the first half there were about 2 or 3. I think on kick defusals, but and on our kick chase, we just respond. We didn't compete. We could have competed a lot harder in the effort areas, in those areas off the ball that we didn't, and we got caught out.
Tino, what was it like out there when you had the momentum at 10-6, and what changed?
I just think what Des said, not competing enough. A lot of the effort areas we didn't execute today, and I think that's been one of our highlights the last 6 weeks. Even though we haven't got results, but today was very disappointing from all of us, and we didn't turn up for each other. So it's really frustrating, especially the work that gets behind the scenes from a lot of people. But we just got to get back to training, start competing again, and start working for our teammates.
You've got a backline injury crisis at the moment.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself giving Keanu Keating that more game time from the last 4 weeks?
Keanu was only on the bench today because we had no one else. We're not going to rush him. He's his way back in. He's not a winger.
Is it a challenge you keep them up for the last few games?
No, I think we'll get a really good response next week, and they know that. They're professionals. It's part of the game. So we'll get a response next week. I know we will.
Tino, we haven't had a chance to speak to you for a while. There's been a lot of talk about your future, whatever else. You're obviously contracted to the club. Is there anything that you want to say just to sort of clarify what your future holds?
Yeah, I'm at the Titans. I'm dedicated to play well for my coach and for everyone involved within the Titans. Haven't looked into a lot of its media, and that's my manager dealing with that stuff. But I'm here, and I'm dedicated to the next 3 weeks to really get wins and get a bit of pride in our jersey. And I just want to get back playing football. Been out for the last month with my knee, so not worried about any of that external stuff.
Can I just ask quickly, have you made a decision in terms of your eligibility?
No. I've been in rehab. It's pretty hard to think about football when you're not playing football. So I just want to get out there and play good for the Titans, and worry about that later on. But haven't thought about any of that.